God damn, it is too bright in here. Hold on. Alright, that's better. Nobody needs to see my face shining like that. How are we all doing? Good afternoon and or evening. Phantom, I see you. You win nothing. Oh shit. Oh shit, almost a year, Nautical. Best year of your life, right? How you doing? Okay, so we got rain today. Marley, everybody's here. Appreciate the resub there, Nautical. Till bedtime in 40 minutes. Yeah, I started a little late today. It's okay. Things are, like I said, things are inconsistent, but I'm here. Okay, so I should be finishing the mines today, but we got rain, which means I can't give up the opportunity to catch the legend and make some catfish money, you know? Yeah, clear tomorrow, so we'll do that tomorrow. So... No rain IRL. It's like, did I not show you the picture of what outside looks like here? Phantom, it's going good. I'm actually starting to get into the groove of this daytime life. It's better. We're doing okay. Here, this is from yesterday, but it still looks about the same. This is my view out of the window. But next to the stream setup. There's no rain. Five streak. Let's go, Ox. Alright, we gotta go down to... It's actually awkward. I might need to go get some copper at some point tonight, because... yeah, we do tend to get heavy snow when we get it, right? Like, it's not always. This is early. We usually don't have... Like, this is like January weather in, like, December, right? Like, it's kind of like a month early. Well, you know what I did? I forgot the bait maker. Whoops. Yeah, like, it's usually kind of like January, February, March is like the real bad winter months, but we got it early this year, which is not ideal. Don't love that. Although it's good for business. So there it is. Okay. I know, that doesn't make any sense. I mean, I get why they would kind of make a big deal out of it, because it's a recent, like, sort of AAA title, although it's mostly dead. It's not like it's selling anymore, so it makes sense to be a free game. But it definitely doesn't make sense to have any sort of, like, game rewards related. kind of just do the math. You just need to have it done. It's okay. So I have the numbers saved, right? It's it's 172 kale seeds if you just have the parsnips, right? Then you subtract your XP for that, and you want to do it in 2 batches, and you just need to make sure it's done by the end of spring. Like it's 16 kale to level 2, then 172 more kale to level 6. Split into 2 batches so you don't have to make as many sprinklers. Hollow Knight would have been, like, that would have made sense. Although it wouldn't have been Hollow Knight because, like, Team Cherry didn't go to the awards, which is pretty funny. I saw that there was one. I never watched it. Campy is good, but it needs... Okay, the trick to Street Fighter is that it has to be, like, serious campy. You know what I mean? It can't be, like, campy, like, look how campy we are. It has to be, like, campy that takes itself completely seriously, you know? Like, embrace the dumb karate world. Exactly. Earnest is a good word for it. So we'll see. We'll see. I think it has some potential. I think Guile looks ridiculous. I'm not sure Guile is a character anybody has ever figured out how to make, like, work in real life. Zangief looks like they pulled him right out of the game. He's perfect. Like, some characters just work. Guile has pretty... I mean, everything in Street Fighter is unrealistic, though. Like, some of the things just translate better to live action than the hair. There seems to be, like, no way to make the hair look not like you're just cosplaying. Yeah, but, like, Zangief looks ridiculous, but, like, he looks right. That's the great thing. Like, Zangief looks fantastic. I don't know if you've seen the actual trailer yet, Flub, but... Or if you're just commenting on general concepts. But, like, Guile doesn't have to have, like, exactly the hair he has in the game. That's the thing. He just needs to feel like Guile. Doesn't quite count. Alright. Yeah. Sagat defies physics. Okay. I don't understand social media because, like, for the last couple months, it's been like Expedition 33 is going to win Game of the Year. Expedition Game 33 should win Game of the Year. And, like, for the most part, I agreed. And now, after the Game Awards, everybody's like, Expedition 33 won everything. It's bullshit. Like, it's like we want to cheer for the underdog until the underdog wins too much, at which point they're not the underdog anymore, so, like, we have to turn on them. I changed everybody's art. Everybody has got better pictures now because, let's be honest, Eric isn't that good at drawing. I think that his character art is like is the weakest part of the game. The sprite art is excellent. And I know people have a lot of attachment to the character portraits, but hey, Soph, how's it going? You would think that. You would think that, Flub. Pretty good, pretty good. Sorry, just finishing up my mac and cheese here. Lunch of champions. Okay. So we got that. We got the trout soup. I left my deluxe bait at home, though, so we can't go directly to the mountain. We gotta pass through the farm, which wastes like an hour, which is obviously suboptimal, but that's okay. We don't need to be perfectly optimal. Good morning, Pigeon. How you doing? Oh, I do need to get rid of this forever, though. Okay, I bring this up every playthrough because it's stupid. Marlin will buy your weapons from you. Why the fuck will Willie not buy my old rods? It feels so bad to have to, like, destroy a rod every time I upgrade. Like, it only happens like 2 to 3 times per run, so it's not like it's like a common occurrence, but it's still, it just feels stupid. Like, why won't you buy my... Where the fuck is my deluxe bait? Is it up by the fucking... It must be by the, Mountain Lake. So, if it's not, we're gonna reset the day because we're confused. Wait, was it in the right box? You slept shitty. I'm sorry to hear that, Pigeon. I slept great, which is actually why I'm late. Am I just blind that it's in the box? Yep. I am blind. Thank you for saving me a day reset there. Oh, fuck, that's good. Man, energy drinks just, like, hit a certain way. I don't know. All right. Well, that was one of my better attempts at catching the legend. Pretty efficient there. I can't really complain about that one. Like, one literally could not have been faster. You know what I did forget, though, is to bring the algae for the fish pond and the rocks. So now I gotta, like, go back to the farm and back up here to buy the fish pond. So I do have to waste an hour, but... Actually, there's a very real chance that because I've been eating so much algae, I forgot to save 5. Like, I'll get more. Algae's easy to come by, but we might have to buy it on, like, Wednesday or something. I saved the seaweed deliberately because I don't fish in the ocean, so... Algae was like, nah, I'll just get infinite. Yeah, see? I literally do not have 5 algae at the moment. Alright. Yeah, back down to the catfishing spot. That's it for the rest of the day. Catching the legend was extremely uneventful. It's already sold 4 catfish. 1 p.m. Let's see how many we can get. I still got the nice trout soup buff there. Not that it matters much, but, you know, helps a little. See, what I should be doing today is going down to, like, get the last thing I need for the, fucking, minecarts. But, like, the 2 days of rain in a row have delayed my minecarts, which is unfortunate, but we can't pass up the catfish. We have to do the catfish here. It's too much money, you know? That was weird. I feel like my controller didn't respond. Hopefully it's not broken. This is like a brand new controller. Anyways, Expedition 33, Game of the Year. If you haven't played it yet, you should. It's a fantastic game. There's a couple of the awards I'm not sure, but like they're also kind of vague. So because of the way the game code works, everything is actually processed in certain time increments, like basically like ticks. So if you put the and like the bait maker takes like 1 tick to process. So if you put the fish in, if you just, it was just random. If you put the fish in right at the end, like right before it rolls over, like the 15-minute or whatever tick, it'll just pop out instantly. Whereas if you put it in at the beginning, it'll take the whole thing. It basically depends on like exactly when you put the fish in, and it's not something I'm manually timing. It was just a fluke that both times in a row I put it in right at the end. You'll see that with a lot of stuff. Like, you'll notice, like, if you sometimes do, like, a batch of, like, bars. Like, if you have a lot of furnaces, you put, like, 20 things in a row. The, like, second half will finish, like, 15 minutes later than, like, the first half because they crossed over. You technically put them in during, like, the next block. Because things can only finish on, like, specific, like, time, blocks, right? It just has to do with the way the time and processing time is coded. I mean, I've definitely... It's one of those things that, like, I don't know how much that is. Okay, so that's about $430 Canadian. That's expensive, but not as expensive as 2,000 sounds. 2,000 for a toothbrush sounds insane to, like, the North American brain. Anyways, I've heard good things about electric tooth, like that they're. I'm cheap, so I haven't, but you know, it's definitely one of those things that people talk about as being like legit. Yeah, mostly just the conversion makes it sound even more expensive, right? Is what I was kind of getting at. Because like I don't have any frame of reference for how much 2,000 kroner is. I don't even know how you say that. Is that just kroner, or is it like pronounced some other way? Okay. But, like, I looked it up. And, yeah, 400 is, like, a lot, but not, like, insane. Look, I should brush as long as I feel like brushing, okay? No toothbrush is going to tell me how long to brush. It was so funny because I'm like, we're almost done fishing. And then I get 2 rain days in a row, right as I should start mining, and so fishing gets, like, dragged out. Sensory hell, hey? Yeah, I mean, that makes sense, Ox, right? Like, a lot of stuff is, you know, you develop for, like, accessibility or, you know, whatever. But then it's just, it's useful to everybody. Snuggies. Jeez. Wait, what's the... Okay, wait. It's not a Snuggie, but there's the... Okay. There's like a... An Oodie. It's like a giant hoodie kind of like thing that's like... less like a Snuggie and more like... Yeah, I'm changing the subject here. Just to like wearable blanket type things. Makes a noise in your mouth. That bothers you, eh? Okay, I could see that. I could see that like as being like a sensory issue. Yeah, that makes perfect sense actually, because like given the like yeah, no, I totally get you, Ox. That does make sense. Like just mechanically, you can picture that real easily, right? Like okay, so back when I was streaming Magic, like about 4 years ago, Udi was doing like a big like influencer campaign, and they like emailed me and they were like, "We'll send you one for free as long as you just got to wear it on stream." And I was like, I mean, that sounds like a pretty decent like offer, honestly. Like, you know, but there's absolutely no way I could wear that on stream without like melting. I am so perpetually overheated my entire life. I basically live in a t-shirt. Right, exactly, Ox. That's actually makes a lot of sense too, right? Because like mass adoption drives increased production and lower prices and everything for everybody. So that just makes it easier for the people it's trying to help, right? So that's my story of how I almost got a free Udi, but then didn't because I was too warm. What's up, Sass? You watch those game awards? Those sure were some game awards. Jeffrey Video Games got up on stage. They played some trailers. They gave out some awards. Oh no! Arthal, that sucks. And then the rain to really rub it in. There, like a few things were announced that I'm mildly interested in. I'm definitely curious about whatever that Mega Man thing is. Um, Not a lot. Definitely not stuff for me. Yeah. What else? Oh man, okay. Actually, that's fucking Switch exclusive with like the '80s anime style like art looks really cool. But it's a fucking Switch Orbitals. That's what it was called. It's a Switch exclusive, so it's dead to me. Like, why would you make your game a Switch exclusive in 2025? Like, fuck off. I mean, could you? Yes, you definitely could. I see nothing stopping you from having a toasted sandwich for breakfast. Unless there's, you know, hurdles I'm unaware of. Your toaster is possessed by a malevolent spirit or something. I don't know. Even then, you could probably just use the oven. I don't even know if the gameplay is going to be good, but the visuals are fucking awesome. I love the style. Fucking Wuthering Waves and the player's choice fucking award is such a joke. Oh my god. Goddamn fucking gotcha bots just voting up their favorite slop. Maybe we'll get free currency if we win. I think Team Cherry had the right idea, though. Like, don't even bother showing up. Good evening, Jojo. Did Silksong win anything? Because that seems unfair. I feel like Silksong should have won something. Like, it definitely wasn't Game of the Year, and I would have complained if it got Game of the Year. But, it deserves a win. It's a good game. Yeah, right? Like, millions of dollars of funding, you know, experienced former AAA devs. Like, I agree. The problem is that there is no actual definition for an indie. Right? Indie is a meaningless word now. Indie doesn't mean fucking anything anymore. So unless we, like, define the fucking category better, right? You're having Christmas today. And is ham traditional there? Is that what most people do? Is Christmas ham? I mean, wasn't there the same, like... Wasn't there the same controversy? Not exactly the same controversy, because it's even more not indie, but like Dave the Diver, with people like considering Dave the Diver an indie, and it just looks like an indie. It's not an indie. Game was made by fucking Nexon. They're worth billions. It was just made by like a little sub-label studio that they started to make indie-like games. So it doesn't look like it. You know? I mean, I don't think it's rigged. Why would it be rigged? There's literally no reason for it to be rigged. In fact, if it were rigged, I feel like it would have gone less of a landslide. Like, Expedition 33 deserves to be Game of the Year. It does not deserve every award it got. I don't, like, that doesn't reek of rigging. Everyone always wants to accuse everything of being rigged. Not everything is a fucking conspiracy. A lot of things are just stupid. Expedition 33 won everything. They played a bunch of trailers for games nobody cares about. The Street Fighter movie looks like it might actually be campy enough to be good. What else? Did I miss anything? I think it's pretty cool that they got actual Zangief to play himself in the movie. Hey, Heemf, what's up? How's it going? Yeah, like, Expedition 33 won, like, basically every award it was nominated for. Yeah, it's funny because, no, yeah, because you can't compete with the ravenous nature of gacha gamers, okay? They are going to vote their shit like their life depends on it. Just for 3 extra pulls, you know? Fuck, I do have algae. God damn it. Time to reset the entire day. I'm doing good, ish. Like it's been an interesting, you know, increment of time, but I'm doing pretty good right at the moment. Yeah, like I said, I don't think Expedition 33 necessarily deserved every award it got, but I do think it deserved Game of the Year, and I do think it was the best game that came out this year, and I do think that it deserved a lot of wins. I just think people went a little bit overboard on I'm not convinced that it deserved, and this might be controversial because I think the game looks really cool, but I'm not convinced that it deserved best art direction, for example. It kind of just looks like Unreal Engine the game. And it definitely shouldn't count as an indie. I agree. I mean, why? So, okay, here's the thing, though, Jojo, right? It is made, I know, that's what I'm saying. It looks like an Unreal Engine demo, like, graphically. So, Jojo, the problem is that indie is undefined. It was made by a new independent studio. Now, the fact that the studio was started by ex-Ubisoft devs and had millions of dollars in outside funding doesn't matter with our current definition of indie. Like, they need to revise what indie means because by the current rules, it is an indie. It was not made by an established, like, AAA studio. Right? Like, the big companies, like you know, AAA is, like, Blizzard or fucking Activision. Those are the same company now. Fucking Microsoft, also the same company. Everything is the same company now, isn't it? You know what I mean, though. Ubisoft, Capcom, like all of those big established companies. This was made by a brand new studio, only about 30 people, right, Jojo? Like, it was a small team. Truthfully, nobody even, like, the game didn't get very much attention until it came out. Because it didn't have that, you know, pedigree, right? Yeah, billions of dollars, thousands of people, right? This game was, by some definitions, indie. It was made by 30 people, like 30-ish people, you know, small studio. But, like, yeah, like, I've seen a lot of people throw around the term kind of like double A, because you've also got stuff like Hades. Like, is Hades a AAA game? No, not at all. But Supergiant is an extremely established company. They've made multiple successful games. They do have about 30 people themselves, you know. The difference between Supergiant making a game and, like, one guy making a game is still huge, right? EA is a AAA publisher, and everything owned by EA is a AAA publisher. I mean, multiplayer experiences are all, like, you know, just, I don't know, like, what should have, you know? I don't know. I do think Arc Raiders is going to largely be forgotten by, like, this time next year. Arc Raiders feels like a game that has a lot of hype just due to recency. Yeah, but did Peak actually come out this year, though? Or was it one of those things that, like... Yeah, okay, in that case, probably Peak. Yeah, I think Peak probably should have won. City of Wolves winning Best Fighting Game is actually correct, because City of Wolves is the only game in the Best Fighting Game category that is A, out, not some early access bullshit, B, actually a fighting game, and C, came out this year. That's what I mean. It is the only, like, fucking actual 2025 fighting game in the category. It deserved the win. I have no interest in playing it, but it deserved the win. Okay. Now, we are off to the mines. Wait, is my... Hold on. Did I get a tool complete? Wait, if I didn't get a tool complete today, does that mean I had a tool complete yesterday and I didn't? Oh, damn it. Okay. Fuck. Alright. Where's my coal? My coal must still be in the mine. I'm getting sloppy here. Yeah, like, Nen Impact is trash and definitely doesn't deserve to win anything. But it should have been nominated on account of being an actual fighting game that came out this year. You know? 100%. Okay, you know what? We're gonna just fuck around for a few minutes because we need to put this axe back into the... Does it, Clarm? Like, anger is a strong word. It doesn't make me angry, but it is pretty bullshit. Okay, that, you're right. I do agree that, although I don't think the Street Fighter movie looks terrible, I think it looks hilarious. I do agree that the way they, like, keep cutting people off and spend so much time on, like, sponsored content instead of letting people actually say shit is really frustrating. Melons? 0 melons. I'm gonna do starfruit. I mean, I'm probably going to do about, like, 24 melons, because I need to get the gold star ones for the community center, but... Oh, yeah, I mean, that's usually true. I think that's true on a lot of award shows, actually, because it gives people time to prepare remarks and stuff. So, yeah, I'll give you that. I agree. I don't believe, like, the voting is rigged. If that's what you were getting at, but... Anyways, to answer the actual question, Pigeon, at least 400. I'm going to aim for 500, but it's going to depend on, like, how money goes, right? If the skull caverning and stuff goes smoothly and I can get 500, then perfect. If I can't, I'll just do 400. Speaking of advertising and being cut off, I find it pretty funny that Withering Waves spent like $1 million on an ad and then got cut off by Metroid Prime. Kind of feel like they deserve it. I don't know. You know, I have nothing against Withering Waves as a game, but the fandom is so obnoxious that, like, I hate the game as a result of everyone who likes the game. It's a fucking gacha game. It's like a wannabe Genshin. The difference, though, is, like, WoA has, like... They have this huge inferiority complex about Genshin, so they are constantly comparing it and trying to, like... You know? And that's the most annoying part. Just like your fucking game, you know? Just enjoy the game you play and stop... Like, WoA players spend more time talking about Genshin than fucking Genshin players. Honestly, Genshin players spend most of their time shitting on Honkai Star Rail. Which is fine, because... Reasonable, Clarm. So I play exactly one gacha game. I play it on my PC, not my phone, and I don't spend more than like $7 a month on it. So, but I just enjoy the game. I'm not like opposed to gachas completely, but what kind of toasty did you make there, Pigeon? What is the contents of the toasty? Ham and cheese, nice. That is classic. Oh my god, I'm stupid. I didn't bring my... Okay. Now, did I put my fire quartz at home? I feel like I need to just redo today on the basis of I forgot the fire quartz. Welcome to the Spring 16th show. Which one's CRK? No, I don't recognize the acronym. Cookie Run Kingdom. Gotcha, okay. I've heard of the game, I just didn't recognize it as an acronym. I don't think I caught that. Was that like Resident Evil? Or like... Okay, I need that. I need that. We can leave the fishing rod behind. We need... We need the fire quartz. Okay. No. Resident Evil's never been a series I cared about, so I kind of like definitely don't pay that much attention to it. Okay, so we need that. And then we need that, and we need the green bean. And we need those. Huh. Let's go. Interesting. Yeah, the only gacha I play is Zenless Zone Zero because I really, really dig the like character and world designs, and I like the gameplay. Like, I'm not anti-gacha as a concept. I just try to avoid getting sucked into them because... I mean, it does have that. That's not why I play it, but it definitely has that significantly. Although pretty, like, pretty equal opportunity on that, too. So, good for them. No, but the boss fights are actually, like, really fun. I would love a game with sort of, like, similar combat mechanics that wasn't necessarily a gacha, but also, like, similar... There are definitely action games with similar mechanics, but not with, like, the same sort of character designs. I love the kind of, like, lame anime aesthetic that, like, Hoyo uses on all their games. It really works for me, and I think that's a big part of it, like... Alright. Unlocking some bundles. Let's go. Like, if somebody made, like, a game with, like, Dark Souls combat that looked like Genshin, I would be, like, all over that. I know, it's a sentence, but I'm serious. Give me, like, happy anime characters with Dark Souls combat. Except not with Dark Souls, like, movement. Let's actually have, like, good traversal mechanics. Because, like, the worst part about From... Nah, T-Sapling's not nearly as worthwhile anymore. You're better off just planting them at this point. Because he, like, nerfed their sell price by, like, half. In, like, 1.6, right? So... Which part? Saying something about which? I've been saying a bunch of things. Which part did you not hear? Sorry, I don't know. I don't know which thing you were referring to. Slime fork. Let's go. Forking slimes. Oh, come on. Seriously? I'm getting scammed. Alright, things got a little bit better here. Hey Cassie, I am fantastic. How are you? Fuck yeah, new boots! Let's go. Put those boots on. Throw these boots out. We don't want those boots anymore. Sweet, we needed that essence for the, we got everything we need for the minecarts now, so that's sweet. I should eat the chubs first, actually. Yeah, I'll have to go get that. Like, I just need, that only takes a few minutes, so I'll get that before the end of the night. Because we probably won't make it to 80, so I'm probably gonna have to go manually get it, but... You know what? Wait, how many do we have here? No, we got a copper bar. We got a copper bar. Because I had 2 that were already, like, in the furnace when I started the day. That's right. Kind of, like, forgot about those. Yeah, like, I saw them, and when I came in, I was like, okay, good, we got that covered. Then I put them in, and then I forgot about them. That's why I was, like, pretty sure it was done, because I, like, kind of, like, subconsciously remembered that I didn't need anything else, but couldn't have told you where the copper was from. This is a pretty tedious floor here. been real tough if I didn't have the fork. Steel small sword, I'd be in here for hours. Oh my god, 2 overruns? At least we got a rare slime here. Maybe we get something cool. Nope. Good day. Oh, whoa, another rare slime. What the fuck? You know, that would be cool if I didn't already have the trident, but, like, it's just not enough damage, so... Disappointing. That, I think, is my last dwarf. Oh my god, I've just... Spring 16th, and I have naturally gotten all 4 dwarf scrolls without having to look. That's amazing. BFFs with the dwarf, let's go. I think it's actually just like an extremely rare spawn. Like, it just has a chance of like any slime being like a rare slime, right? Like, pretty sure that's how it's coded. It just, anytime a slime spawns, there's like just a very small chance that you get like a special one. There was, like, no reason to break that. I can't believe I still only have, like, level 4 mining. Okay, really need a stairs here. Come on. Jeez. Crystal dagger. Still not better. Goodbye forever. All these weapons in the trash. Alright, maybe we get lucky and make 65. Probably not, because we need to leave at about midnight to get to the community center. Because I got too much money to pass out, too, so... We need to get a real lucky sequence here to get 65. Which, it's possible, right? It's just unlikely. Well, so far so good. We just need 2 more. Oh shit, I'm getting all this iron here though. Too valuable. Whether it be for sprinklers or bombs or like anything, right? Holy shit, look at that. It's right there. Damn, we got it. Okay. I think okay, so we need bar, bar, bar. And then we need crystal, 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 crystal. And then we need that plus 10 bat wings. Cool. Did I put the... I put the axe in today, right? So I'm not picking it up tomorrow. Okay. Alright, let's just bring stuff we're gonna toss or like ship. Clear out these chests. We do not want this to get too bloated. We'll leave the ores because we're still crafting with them, but like the other stuff can come back, right? Do 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 do. Whoops. I forgot there would be rewards. That's fine. We're fine. We're fine. 2 days late because of the fishing, but the fishing was worth it. We needed that catfishing. We're actually gonna have enough for like the weapon upgrades plus like minecart probably as a result of that catfish session. I am gonna go spend my money because we're not. Yeah, that's the most valuable one. So we need what, 5,000 for the. Not a tool upgrade tomorrow, but we still need to get to the bottom of mines. We're a little behind on mine, fuck, what do you call it? Mining. We are behind on mine progress. We're only on, what, 65? And I want to be down by like in like kind of like the next what 3 days. We can probably do it. We can do it in 3 days. We can probably maybe do it in 2. Okay. Quality fertilizer is useful. We'll keep that. We'll sell the geodes. Alright, we gotta start clearing because we gotta start like making room for prepping for the big old field come summer. So we want to get all this stuff cleared out so we have space. Can't spend too much time on it though because obviously we don't want to pass out, but spare moments, you know. I might have to do another full day of fishing here because we need like money for tools plus we need another little bit for the vault, right? So is that rice finished? Yeah, it is. How many rice? 23, 24, 26? Okay. Okay, we'll take the furnace with us and we're back to the mine because we need to get as deep as possible today. Six just looks nice, you know? Just look good. 65, yeah. Ideally, we can get, like, halfway, and then, like... Yeah, there's definitely less efficient ways that are, like... the streamer I rated yesterday, she had them laid out very nicely. It was less efficient, for sure. But, it looked very good. Kind of in, like, a little star pattern with spaces in between. Very pretty. And realistically, there's no reason why you need to be max efficiency here. That's the actual thing, is like, it's not like we're using up so much space that it needs to be max efficiency, right? Yeah, skipping level 1s is wrong. That's the thing. But, like, this allows me to get level 6 farming without ever watering anything. even though they only level 4, the amount of time it takes to create the resources to make them is far more efficient than watering the crops to get to level 6 farming. I skipped them for a while myself, and then I realized the error of my ways is much better. But I do agree they are ugly as sin, like, when you lay them out efficiently. Well, at least we're going to get an upgrade on 90. But yeah, I don't start making things like kind of like look good until summer. Spring is very much shit goes where it goes, and then I start to like improve the appearance come summer. We got level 5 mining finally, which means we'll get the miner perk for tomorrow, which is nice. Dramatically increases ore collection. Oh, there it is, right there. Master Sling. Couple diamonds is pretty sweet. Alright, we either get a bone sword. Oh, I can see it. It's over there. We either get the bone sword or we just power through to 90 for the obsidian edge. So I need 50 plus of like each bar, like iron, copper, not copper, iron, gold for sprinklers, because we're aiming for 400 plus crops for summer. It's going to depend obviously a bit on money. Come on. Come on. Like, it's only 2:30. We're making pretty good time, but... scammed. Just straight up scammed by this floor. What a scam. Like, second last rock. Oh, it's right there. Fuck, it's right there. We can't stop. We can't stop for ores. We're going for speed here. We're going the distance. Firewalker boots, let's go. Got my red kicks. Alright, we made it to 80. 530. We get like 90. 90 would probably guarantee that we finish tomorrow. Everybody's so quiet today. It's Friday. Gotta be more excited, more enthusiasm, more life. That is a good point, Jojo. Nobody should be full of life at 6 a.m. That's mental illness. Jojo, you are excused from the enthusiasm requirements. Everybody else, though. I appreciate your chill vibes there, Pigeon. I just need somebody to chat. Somebody. 3 hours, man. As I mentioned, I had some insomnia last month, which is why everything got all fucked up schedule-wise. And it is brutal. Not sleeping is brutal. It's like, why even be alive at that point? It's just, you just disassociate all day. It's the fucking worst. This is not a good floor. Where's my fucking ladder? There it is, okay. Wait, I need the salads because we're... That is, like, that sounds like so much, but yeah, if you're used to getting a certain amount and you get, like, half of that, it's gonna wreck you no matter what the number is, right? I usually only get about 7, so that's normal for me, but if I were to get 4, I would be a mess, right? So, I get it. I do best with 9, but I usually only get around 7, because I never go to bed early enough for 9. But I definitely feel better on 9. Hey Caitlin, how you doing? Meatloaf? You know, good meatloaf is pretty good, but there's a lot of bad meatloafs, which is why people are, like, kind of wary of meatloaf. Yeah, I get that. Like, honestly, going to a doctor just feels frustrating these days, because it's, like, so hard to, like, get anybody to take anything seriously, it feels like. Nice, that sounds like fun, Caitlin. Oh, there it is, it's right there. Okay, we're just gonna rush up there. He fishes good, that's good. Fishing is profitable, so having a good fisher on your team can be very beneficial. No bone sword, so, like, man, we would be small sorting. We would be small sorting our way to floor 90 here if we hadn't gotten the fish fork. Hooray for the fish fork. Shit! Oh my god, I didn't realize what time it is. We need 2 more ladders or we're gonna lose all this progress. That sucks. Been moving, yeah. No, this is terrible. We're so close to 90. Don't do this to me. You stupid fucking floor. Visible? Visible? No? Gonna die, here's what's gonna happen. And I think we have just enough time to take the minecarts home. You don't lose anything for passing out, you only lose stuff for dying. Killing an enemy has a 12.5% chance of dropping a ladder. So I was specifically going for the enemies there because there was a lot of them and it was like my best odds of hitting a ladder, right? There we go, we got level 6 mining and we leveled up our combat, which is sweet. So if you have a large cluster of enemies, it's actually an extremely efficient way to find a ladder. Okay, we got the good old Obsidian Edge, which is honestly only, like, mildly better than the fish fork. It's just that the fish fork is so hard to, like... You actually can't delete it, too. So, Neptune's Glaive and the fish fork are, like, both, like, incorrectly flagged in the code as, like, a quest item or, like, a tool. I got crowed. That's fine. Where we have extra, what do you call it? Kale. We're above curve on Kale, so. Is that a pitchfork? No, it's a trident. It's a broken trident. You find it from fishing. I call it the fish fork. Because you get it from fishing. You get a PC for the game. Sweet. Okay. So wait, what day is Kale Day? The 20th, I think? If my math is right, we should be doing it on the 20th, so... I don't usually do multiplayer because it prevents me from kind of like doing what I enjoy, which is like maximizing my outcomes, right? So, just like multiplayer in general, I very rarely do. On Stardew, anyways. Alright, let's see. Mines. We gotta finish the mine, that's the thing. So, regardless of anything else, mine has to be finished. We should be able to do that today. We got negative luck. Maybe I should fish today because of negative luck. Hold on, new plan. I'm gonna fish today instead. Because we do need a bit more money. We need money for the upgrades, right? And then we need money for, a little bit more for the bus. The thing is, Blade doesn't exactly play the way I want to either. That's too much. That's way too much. I don't do that sort of thing. Fuck. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna fish all day, plus I'm gonna buy that fish pond. That's what we're gonna do today. We're gonna buy the fish pond, we're gonna fish all day. Yeah, they're very, like, I like to optimize regular play. He likes to kind of, like, break the game, optimize, like, on a code level, which is cool. It's very cool. It's just not at all what I do, right? Or what I'm personally interested in. What did I do with my fishing rod? Am I blind? It's right there. I am blind. I'm always blind. Anytime I think I can't find something, it's like right fucking there. Anyways. Salamence? What? Sorry? Confused. Oh, Salamence. I'm not familiar with Salamence. I'm only familiar with the Pokemon that they're clearly named after. I don't actually follow any sort of, like, Stardew content creators. Okay. Like, I don't really like extreme challenges. I guess, like, the best way to describe what I do would be, like, kind of like optimizing normal play, you know? Which, who knows, maybe that's what they do, but... Yeah, see, like, that's not something I'm interested in doing personally. Again, it's cool, but... Extreme challenges are not my thing. Right? Like, extreme restrictions, that sort of thing. I don't know. Like I said, I just like to play the game. So, I feel like my strength in most games is adaptability, which is why I play, like, deliberately play without min-maxing. Yeah. Like, do you know what I mean? My thing is, like... I like to, like, just let shit happen and try to go with the flow. Rather than, like, perfect planning. Yeah, the one health challenge is a nightmare. I would rather do, like, no-hit Dark Souls or something. It just feels so wrong to do it in Stardew. So wrong. Okay. Ah, too fast. There's a ton of hair in Stardew, though. Stardew has, like, more customization options than, like, a lot of, like, AAA games. Plus, I feel like hair is overrated, personally. I don't really think they need more hair. At all, actually. Okay. Yeah, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to fish till 7. I'm only going to largemouth bass. I think that's the plan. We just do bass, and then at 7 we do a little bit of mining. Please bite. What the fuck? I don't want to put, like, an iridium one in there, right? So, I had to wait. Because, yeah, there. Like, eventually I'm going to miss a perfect, so I need to wait for the golds to make bait from. Oh. They're 300 each, so like I need to get like at least 20, I think. Oh, bullhead. Scammed. I mean, that's no different than just using a gold, right? But... Or using a purple. Although here, I can, like, yeah, go get the chest to make a bait. You know what it should do is it should, like, give you more bait. Like, you should have a higher chance of getting, like, 9 and 10 when you use a purple, and then it wouldn't feel as bad. Alright, so they're like silver then, eh? I wonder if I can get a gold by just overshooting it slightly. Fuck, it's like real touchy. There, that's where I want to land. Cool, so it is actually possible to get, like, gold iridium on this bubbles. You just have to land in exactly the right spot. It's tricky. It kind of does, yeah. I agree. This has been a really good bubble. Really helped with today's fishing. Oh. No more, okay. Like, deluxe bait is nice because it actually gives you, like, the fishing bar bonus. So, you know, there's that, but, like... So, like, deluxe bait's good for catching, like, legendaries. Or, like, things that you don't have targeted bait for. But, hey, elvish jewelry. And then, obviously, magic bait is good for when you fuck up. Speaking of, I didn't catch an eel yet. Yeah. Fastest bite, too, yeah. But the problem is fastest bite doesn't usually result in, like, more money compared to targeted bait, so... Sweet. Yeah, that's like ideal. That's like around the number you need to be at, right? Like around the 75%. Oh, nice. Back-to-back rain. Awesome. That's fair. I've never had a day where the main goal was just to focus playing the minigame. But, But that would be your fastest catch, for sure. That's real unfortunate. Now that hooked before 7, but it was 7 by the time the minigame started. I wonder how that works. Okay, hook time is what matters. Cool. Alright. The largemouth bass are asleep for the night. We caught 28 bass as well as 4 bullhead, and that's pretty good. Pretty happy with that. Oh, 5 bullhead. Okay. You know, we can just eat that. Get rid of it. Wait, what did I do with my coal? Did I leave my fucking coal? Oh my god. Did I take the coal home with me? This is terrible. Okay, I don't need the fishing rod with me, and I definitely don't need it in that slot. Okay, good, good. Right, actually, floor 80, a lot of stuff drops coal. The shadow guys drop coal, the red slimes can drop coal, so it's not quite as bad as it could have been at like a different point in the mine. Can't sleep? Well, welcome back. Happy to help ease your insomnia. I tend to prefer the obsidian. They're close, though. Particularly, like, in the Skull Cavern, I found the obsidian, despite being slow, the bigger hits make it easier to sort of, like, juggle the serpents, my opinion. Weapons are largely preference, though. Like, what works best for you is the best. You know, like there's you know, a lot of people swear by the hammers, which are quite strong. Hammers are very strong once you build them right and get used to using the ability, but I just prefer the sword, personally, you know. Yeah, that's like, you know, it's like 3 Days of Rain is so good, but like also it's like you can't help but like it would be so much better if I had the bait maker. I wonder if we're gonna make it down here. Hello, Celeste. Good afternoon. I assume you just got out of bed. I didn't know 4 was possible, but you can definitely get multiple. That's pretty cool. Yeah, I mean, fishing is still, at its core, fundamentally a skill game, right? 5 out of 2 plants. Cool. You found a star drop. Your mind is filled with thoughts of ramen. I don't know how fruit tastes like salty noodles, but I'm not questioning. Alright, what's coming back with me? Obviously we need the fish because we need to sell them. Actually, we want to sell these two because we need the money. We'll bring back the exchangeables just so I can keep track. We'll bring back the bars so I can keep track. It's probably, we gotta bring back all the tools. Sounds good. Interesting. Alright. Okay, pass that. Fishy, fishy. Geode. That's good. That's that. Oh, actually, we want to put the diamond and then that in there as well, because those are for desert trading. That all goes in there. We actually want the ores out, though. And we're going to take in the hoe tomorrow. I've also got to do, like... Okay, we're going to get the mine done tonight. We should have enough money, I think, to do the, I don't know. It's going to be close. Because I need the 2K for that, too. So, should I just sell these diamonds? That's another 1,500. I'm going to sell the diamonds to make sure. Hello, Luna. How you doing? Good afternoon. I'm going to sell the diamonds just to make sure. Actually, because it's Friday, too, so fuck. Alright, welcome back, Celeste. I assume you just got up. Hello, Luna. Good afternoon. How's everybody doing? I think that was previous seeds, Jojo. I don't think that's true anymore, but yeah, that definitely was a thing. Where, like, you could, like, figure out and they would plant, like, specifically on specific tiles. It was definitely a thing. Yeah, 1.6 patched a lot of that stuff, like, clay farming, tea plants, like, a lot of the sort of, like, exploit type stuff that players were using for, 1.6 has been out for, like, 2 years, okay? 1.7 is the new one. Yeah. I just got crowed again. I'm getting crowed so hard here. It's okay. We're just losing money. Doesn't matter. We don't need money. Who needs money? Okay, first things first, we're gonna walk down and check out this, traveling cart. Hopefully get something good. A lot. Like 8 in each direction. Like, 1 scarecrow would cover that whole patch easily. I've just been lazy. Okay, so the way you do it, Celeste, draw, like, go 8 tiles in every direction, and then, like, draw, like, a circle from those points. And that's how the, Yeah, but Legacy randomization is bullshit that shouldn't exist. There's no acceptable reason to play on Legacy randomization. If you want to cheat, just cheat. Yeah, it's a circle. Hey, a crocus. Not a square. It might be. Yeah, here, like, here, I'm trying to... If you go to the wiki, the answer to every question you've ever had about Stardew is on the wiki. Okay? See, it's like, it is a lot. It covers a lot. And the Deluxe Scarecrow covers even more, but... How do you get a Deluxe Scarecrow? If you collect all 8 Rare Crows, you get a letter in the mail from the Scarecrow Appreciation Society, and they teach you the recipe for the Deluxe Scarecrow, which is like twice as big. It is pretty... No, okay. The turnip head Scarecrow looks the best. Let's be honest here. But the Deluxe Scarecrow is pretty good. It's top tier. Big fan of the turnip head Scarecrow, though. We'll take that in. We don't need the axe with us. Right, yeah. Okay. The turnip head. It's one of the rare crows. This one. Number 1. Anyways, for anybody who doesn't know, it's a very obvious reference to Turnip Head from Howl's Moving Castle. Like Rare Crow 1. right? Like, it's even got like the little like the bit on the hat, like the hat being open. Yeah. So that's why it's the turnip head scarecrow. Wait, 10% battery? Sorry, what? Yeah, Ginger Island made getting lots of clay in the late game much easier. Oh no! But yeah, Ginger Island was like deliberately, like, you can tell that he tried to fill in a few things, like clay farming and stuff, right? Like, you can get clay a lot easier there. Okay, so we need to take in... I don't really need to fish, right? I can just mine all day here. Yeah, nothing wrong with black. All right. Right. Like, not being colorful is just as valid as being colorful, right? Like, that's like the whole thing. Do what you like. All right. So, what do you need a lot of clay for in the early game, though? That's my actual question. I'm slightly confused by that, because I agree it's hard to get, like, large amounts of clay in the early game. But, like, do you need large amounts of clay in the early game? For what? To build... Oh, mine. Just go to, like, floor, like, fucking 15 on the mine, one of the ones with, like, a large dirt patch, and just clear it out. You'll get, like, 5 clay in, like, 1-2 resets. Ignore the beach. Just do it in the mine, yeah! Hoe the mine. Called emo for it. You're all looking in the wrong spot. You should be mining for your clay. No, there's just more space. Like, the beach is like... There's only so much beach. Alright, we gotta go take in this, Oh, for fuck's sake. But basically, because you can keep resetting it, you can do a large amount of digging very, very quickly, right? Versus, like, any of the overworld areas. Black bows, that is actually cute. I don't think I've ever seen that. I mean, not that I spend a whole lot of time, like, looking into just options, you know. It's not really my style, but it sounds great. Yeah, you can also get, like, often I'll get a pile of clay just looking for the dwarf scrolls, but this time I lucked into it. I've already got all 4 dwarf scrolls without even looking. It's been a very lucky run. But... You know what's really funny? I'm just sitting here thinking, like, this is not a conversation that would have ever happened in my chat while I was playing Magic the Gathering. Let's just, you know. I mean, I'm not complaining. That certainly wasn't a complaint. I actually find it really entertaining. That was a little rough right there. Ooh, luckily we had the escape ladder. Oh, in order. That's fun. I definitely found... You know, I might have, actually. I think I found them in order this game. I would have to check the VODs to be clear. I definitely found number 1 and then number 2, right? Because blue is 2, right? Red is 1 and blue is 2? Before the iron part of the mines. Okay, that's crazy. I mean, actually, like... Not as straight as you would think, but definitely men. There is some diversity, but actually, let's put it this way. I think Magic on Twitch is somehow less diverse. I don't know. The type of people who actually, like, watch Twitch streams of it versus, like, just play the game, right? Oh, I misunderstood you. You found 4. Yeah, so 4 can drop anywhere, right? That's the thing about 4. It's a lower drop chance, but drops off of everything. So, that makes sense. That's lucky, but... Because then you don't have to go look for it. Come on, come on. We need to get all the way down tonight. This is actually a big deal. Oh my god. I didn't quite go far enough, I didn't see it. I like literally did a visual sweep for the ladder, like I always do. And it was like right there on the edge, so I didn't see it. I scammed myself. I still blame the game, but... Is that a crying Junimo? Immunity band, hey? See, I was going to make some Stardew emotes, but like, especially since I'm partner, I feel like I'm a little bit... See, now those look like they're original, which is good. At least, like, there's technically rules against using assets you don't own for emotes, right? So, like, you're not supposed to just use straight, like, pixel art from, like, other stuff. I wanted to make a starfruit emote, was what I wanted to do. I wanted a starfruit emote. But I was like, I should follow the rules. I mean, as long as it's, like, original pixel art and they didn't, like, lift it from the game. That's the concern, right? Like, you can draw a Junimo, and, like, use it as an emote, right? You could draw a pixel Junimo, but, like, if you, like, just straight up copied the exact one from the game, that's where it becomes iffy. Do you know what I mean? Like, I wanted to use the actual starfruit from the game, which is, like I said, technically against the rules. Alright. Oh, fuck. I need a drink here. Hold on. Okay, we should have time, unless we get really screwed. It's only 5. We do want to leave enough time to, like, walk to the community center. But since we're going to spend all our money at the community center, we can pass out once we get to the community center. Because it's 12.5 for the final bundle, right? Oh yeah, that's right, Jojo. Luna was trying to mention the item spawner mod, because you mentioned, like, spawning a level 2 weapon. But I actually agree, as far as, like, the mines go, the slimes have too much health and or the starting weapon is too weak. It's actually a really miserable experience in what, like, is already one of the harder parts of the game for, like, a lot of casual players. Like, a lot of people already don't like the combat, and they start you off so weak that it feels terrible. I think it's a very poor... balancing, pacing sort of choice. Like, the mine should get harder as it goes, but it's actually kind of, like, hard at the beginning and the end because your weapon is so bad, and, like, easiest kind of in the middle. Assuming you get a weapon. If you don't get a weapon, it just gets harder as it goes. For sure. Okay, we have 5 to go. 5 to go. We can do this. We can do this. It's 7:20. I shouldn't have deposited all my stone because I could have done an emergency staircase situation. But we should be fine. Oh yeah, we'll be fine. Right, okay. Oh yeah, that's right, Luna. Jojo mostly plays on mobile, I think he said. Yeah, and, like, starting off the combat with such a slog definitely doesn't, like, improve the experience, I don't think, for a lot of players, right? Like, casually. Because, like, even killing a green slime with the rusty sword is just awful. Apples. Yeah, it's like a... Yeah, obviously, like, Expanded adds a few new datables, but it also adds a new, like, neutral roommate character like Krobus, and it is a Junimo named Apples who will move in with you. They live in, like, the secret woods, and, like, you can, like, befriend them. It's a whole quest line. Stardew Expanded spoilers, I guess. Alright, that's done. So... Hey, Mil Imperio, how's it going? Okay, we need to bring this back. That's trash. We'll bring this back. This. I need the stone, actually, for buildings and such. So what do we got? We've got 9 gold, 22 iron. That's not too bad. Don't you get to it through the secret woods, though? Like, isn't the area that the abandoned vineyard is, like, in the secret woods? Luna? Like, I was just being vague. Or is it just, like, in the regular woods? I forget. I didn't play a ton of Expanded. No, he hasn't said anything since the vague confirmation that is happening. That's it. No comments since. Wait, I didn't leave my axe, did I? Western Century. Oh, so it is just the forest, not the secret woods. Okay, I was wrong. My bad. Okay, no, I didn't leave my axe. Yeah, there's no proper way to play. Like, I personally don't find using cheats fun, but, like, you're playing a single-player game for your own enjoyment. Whatever you have fun doing is the proper way to play. Right? No, sorry. I'm trying to go to the community center. That's why I'm not using the minecart. I'm just spacing out on, like, where I'm going. You know? Because I need to buy that last, the last bundle for the bus. Oh, it's only 10,000. Huh. Lightning rod. Uh-oh. Wait, what's the wallpaper trick? I know about, like, using, like, the animal names to, like, spawn a prismatic shard and stuff. How does wallpaper get you the sword? I'm actually unaware of that one. Really? I didn't know that. That's hilarious. That's kind of amazing. Right, that makes sense because the wallpaper's sort of like just reuse item. Yeah, no, it makes complete sense how something like that would occur. I didn't know about it though. That's hilarious. I mean, I disagree, but I also agree that you can play a single player game however you want. So, like, I only disagree with, like, your interpretation of it, not with actually using it. I gotta start clearing this area out because I want to plant my my tree farm up here. Right, like, you can play the game however you want, but some things are, like, clearly unintended. And so, no, and I don't. Because, again, my whole thing is trying to, like, kind of play like a normal person and just do well. Animation canceling is not something an average casual player is ever going to do, so I don't want to show off a run that requires animation canceling. Does that make sense? The chair hopping? The chair hopping is funny. Chair hopping is definitely funny. I think that's very amusing. I mean, it was clearly unintended because it allows you to, like, sequence break a number of things that he probably wouldn't ideally want you to sequence break, but okay, so if today's good luck, we might do our first Skull Cavern run. If it's bad luck, we're going to work on setting up some stuff for summer. Because we've got until... we need enough money on Thursday to buy... rain all day tomorrow. I wonder if catfishing is going to be better than... okay. I forgot to check luck. What does my luck look like? Somewhat annoyed. Okay, we're gonna do setting up instead of Skull Cavern. Fuck. This is actually kind of bad. Because we got to start making space for, Gotta start making space for summer, because it's like, it's a huge amount of space. I don't think I knew about that one either. I don't know when that one got removed, but... Like, I've been playing since, like, early on, but, you know, I wasn't specifically looking for bugs, so... I should do that before I cut down all this shit, hey? Jeez, I remember when the game didn't have multiplayer. Any game that requires 2 people can't be that old. Or any glitch that requires 2 people can't be that old. I mean, the game is gonna be like, what, 10 next year, I think? That's crazy. Like a decade old. Luna, are you secretly old? Yeah, the Wilderness Farm's kind of... Especially because you can, like, turn monsters on, like, any farm now. So the Wilderness Farm has very little going for it. It's not interesting, it's not strong, it's just kind of there. I would agree. I'm in favor of, like, buffing the Wilderness Farm somehow. Okay, how much copper do I have? I need... How many copper do I need for the, Yeah, it is. It's one of the reasons why, like, it's a 9-year-old indie game, and it still has a decent viewership on Twitch, for example. It's just a game. It's like a timeless sort of game. Yeah, I was a big Harvest Moon fan. I've loved Harvest Moon. I'm old as shit, and I played Harvest Moon 64 when it was new, and I love that game. It's unplayable now, but... 5 copper, we need the 10 clay. So, okay, we're gonna go get our kale seeds first. It's 10 clay. We're gonna do the seeds first because that, you know, has a time limit. Well, I mean, the clay has a time limit too, so we might just... Maybe we don't get it. It's not a big deal either way. We'll get it if we can. I don't remember. I think I have a few in the mining box, but I don't know how many. So we got to go up there to grab the furnaces anyways. No, I'm just giving you a hard time, Luna. Don't worry. We'll check the mining. Ah, I didn't bring the stone. Fuck. That's bad. Look, I'm just going to check the mining box. If we don't have any clay, it doesn't matter, so. Alright, we don't have any clay, so we won't be getting that. Not today. We'll get some in the skull, like in the skull cavern. No point in searching for it. Waste of time to search for it. Wait, I don't remember. Is this ready today? No, okay. Shit, this cutscene. It's been so long since I've been here. Okay, we need 76 cal. Actually 75 because of the bean. Same day you got the fiberglass rod, some bait, there was a large amount of bass bait. That's awesome, too. Good way to get started. Also, good viewership. How's everybody doing? Welcome to the stream. I'm sure we got... Some of you must be new. Just given the sheer number of you out there right now. So. Sup. Wait, I'm... Kind of fun? They were temporary, they're working kind of well, they might stick, we'll see. You know? Undefined at the moment. How you doing? Okay, I gotta cut down a few more things over here. Sup, and is old? Okay, so you're not all new. It's just everybody coming back at the same time. The note here. We are. It's spring, of course. Of course it's spring. Why wouldn't it be spring? Spring is when everything good happens. Nice. Yeah, largemouth bass are sometimes very nice. Like sometimes they can do like a little jump up and mess you up, but the rest of the time, they're actually usually pretty good about it. They can be fairly tame, so. gonna go get... You know what I'm gonna do? I'm just gonna go to the mines here. No, we still need to clear some stuff. I need to figure out where my crop, like my main planting is happening, so... It's probably going to start, like, right here. Actually, speaking of, the pond is finished now. I need to put it in. Here we go. Mr. Legend in his new home. Whoop. Actually, these sprinklers are kind of in, like, the wrong spot. They're gonna... Oh, well. We'll start the... Fuck. I need... Okay, we're going mining. Because for setup reasons, I need, Quality fish bundle's not too bad. Oh shit, I gotta check my... One sec here, everybody. It's alright. Cat's in the way. Got some stuff happening. That is a cat. That is Oliver. Uh-oh. Well, quality walleye's gotta wait. Yeah, he just wants me to feed him. He's just here for dinner. He's a dinner guest at best. Shad isn't hard to get. You're just gonna have to wait for rain again, right? Next time you get catfish. You know, weather. The plan with the kitties? Oh, just the fact... I mentioned yesterday that the kitties will be moving out, unfortunately. So that's not, like, private or anything. If that's what you're referring to there, Pigeon. Yeah, so... Yeah, I mean, it might not, but it's also highly likely, like, depending on what day it is, that it will, so... I think it might be year-round, actually, Shad. It's definitely highly available. I don't remember for sure, because I've never had to, like, go look for one. Okay, the 8th, it would be extremely rare for it to not rain again. Did you know, here's a fun fact about the mines, that certain gems only appear on certain floors until, like the way the ore kind of works, until you reach the bottom? Once you reach the bottom, then any gem can appear on, like, any floor. Like, you'll never get, like, diamonds on, like, the first, like, 40 floors type of thing until after you reach the bottom of the mine. Mm-hmm. Like, they're, like, tiered by range, but then once you reach the bottom, they just randomize. It's one of the many small things that changes upon finishing the mines. Like monster health. Prismatic shards. Prismatic shards will not drop from regular enemies until you finish the mines, and then once you do, they have a very small chance of doing so. Like, I got a prismatic off a bug the one time on stream, and everybody freaked out. But, like, that doesn't happen until after you finish the mines. It's impossible. The sticky bundle? Yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah. Remixing makes the minecarts a lot harder, in my opinion. Or can make the minecarts a lot harder. Because, like, one of them needs, like, a battery. Yeah, the iridium ore is bad, but not as bad as, like... There's, like, one I think it's called, like, the engineer's bundle or something, and it needs a fucking battery. And so, like, now you can't even get it till summer. Like, the remix bundles make a few things way harder. The sticky bundle's not so bad. I think it's very funny, at least. Yeah. I mean, because, like, for me, getting the battery is way harder than the iridium ore. Like, I do the bus. I have the bus already. I could go get iridium ore, right? That's not so bad. I cannot get a battery unless I get really lucky killing, like, iridium bats, you know? Getting addicted to my run? Well, that's good news for me, right? How's it going? We are on the 20th here. Run's going fantastic, I think. Feeling good about it anyways. Just planted my second batch of kale, which will get me to level 6. Traveling cart could. Does it sell batteries? Pam could give you... You could like, max friendship with Pam. Just, like, non-stop parsnips or something. Pam maxing. Try to get a battery from her. We got, like, such good numbers today. It's actually really unfortunate because it's, like, today's Friday, right? Which is, like, one of the, kind of, the best work days in the delivery business. So it's, like, I can't actually stay on late. I would love to stay on late. You know, if this happened on, like, a Monday, I would be like, you know what? Maybe I can take the day off. And do some more streaming. Realistically, your best bet is just to give up on the minecarts until summer. That's probably the answer. It's one of the problems with remix bundles, is it makes some things much harder than they should be. If my luck is good today, I will stay on and do my first Skull Cavern run of the file. So let's cross our fingers for some lucky spirits, some happy spirits. I ate my last salad, though. Shit. I should have gone down to Gus and bought a salad. Whoops. Luckily, I think we got some random shit to eat, but... I'm light on the food side of things. I got some crystal fruits and stuff, so it should be good enough, but might not be. we gotta go. Wait, we can pass out. Never mind. Oh, no, we can pass out. What am I doing? What am I doing? We got no money, so I can just pass out safely. And asleep we go. Level 4 farming. Level 5 farming. Level 4 foraging. Fucking level 5 combat. Damn, we got all level 7 mining. That might be a record. That might actually be the most levels I've ever gotten in a day. Potato, hot pepper, pumpkin, and corn. Ooh, potato is a lot harder. Because they're slower. Hot pepper's easy because they're actually a regrow. Hot pepper's actually easier than melon. But potato is harder, right? Now here's the question. I will make more money. I'll make more money in the Skull Cavern than I will. Yeah, it's just normally I like to skip pumpkin because pumpkin's so slow, right? So that's why I'm like, oh, that sounds terrible, because on a personal level, I would be really frustrated by that. Okay, we need another box here. Pumpkin is worse because it's like the last crop being slow is the worst thing you could have for getting the early greenhouse, right? That's why on the normal version, I always skip pumpkin. You got to make sure to do the other ones so that you don't have to do pumpkin, right? If you're worried about doing the, you know, the community center quickly. I mean, you have to do melon or pumpkin. You can't skip both. You need 3. Right? So you do parsnip and corn, and then you have to do either melon or pumpkin. And melon is sooner, is faster, so because you get them earlier, so melon's the choice. I guess I could eat these cakes. I have a couple chubs still. That's good news. Any cave carrots? Alright, first things first. I really don't know. Should I go to the fucking... Should I just catfish? Like... I don't know if it's better to go to the Skull Cavern or to, like, just catfish today. Catfish are $4.50... It's definitely more money to go to the fucking Skull Cavern. If I can hit about 100 iridium ore, which isn't that much. But we're also doing it without a warp totem, so we're starting late. So maybe I'll do a Skull Cavern, see how it goes. If it's worse than catfishing, I might just quit. I know that's kind of like against the spirit of things, but... Oh well. Oh yeah, you can definitely do potatoes. Just get some, what do we got? Ooh, oh, caviar. Let's go. It's expensive, but I think it's worth it. Fine quartz salmon, trapava, leek, flounder. Rhubarb. got? We got the caviar, which we need for the movie theater. So. But have you considered that if you bought Turbo, you wouldn't have to see ads for Turbo anymore? Alrighty. Anyways, now we gotta go. We're going. Shit, I'm gonna be late. It's Sunday. I can actually bring my jades in for an exchange, right? We need those. We need the 1 diamond and jades. How many jades? Look at that. 5 jades. That's amazing. Alright, off we go to the desert. No, I fucked up. I need, these guys. Okay. Whew. Let's fucking go. We gotta be particular about what we bring back this time because we, oh my god. Okay, I gotta be careful. This is danger time, Skull Cavern. God, Obsidian Edge fucking sucks. Only 3 levels. That's terrible. I mean, what are you... Okay. You should not restart if you're just going to do remix bundles again, because there are a bunch of ways that remix bundles slow the game down. Remix bundles simply make the game harder. So you're going to restart, and then you're going to get like a different bundle that you have to deal with. That's my thing. The point of doing remix bundles is that it makes the bundles more interesting and more challenging. So if you decided you don't like remix bundles and you're going to restart and do normal, then sure. But I don't think restarting because, like, the bundles are bad is, like, a great idea, because they're almost always going to be bad with Remix. That's kind of what they do. Right? Like, the Rare Crops bundle, for example, I think is one of the worst. I don't do it because of that one. So it depends on what you want, right? Do you want the experience of doing Remix? Then just, you know, accept that some stuff's going to be tougher. Okay, remember, we need a bit about 100 Iridium for me to be happy with this run, so... Shit. Ooh, I want that. That's definitely better than whatever. 4 levels, okay. I've had some fairly bad shaft luck so far. What's the lowest I've gotten? I don't know, around, I think... Like, I will regularly get to about 300. I don't go for extreme levels. Like you could, obviously, I could go lower by, like, stacking, staircases and stuff. I'm mostly just going for profitability, so... And that's totally reasonable. Yeah, that was my only thing. Is my warning is that there's a lot of ways that remix bundles make the game more random in like a negative way. So if that's what you're trying to avoid, I wouldn't necessarily just restart with another random run. Yeah, and that's what it's good for. But if you're worried about how fast it's going to be, like, then it's probably the wrong choice, right? Like, Expanded has the option for, like, harder bundles, right? Which, like, makes them way... Everything takes, like, 3 times as much stuff. And obviously that's bad for doing it quickly, but that's not the point. Oh, my first Iridium. Let's go. Nice. I actually want to drop something for this clay. What will we drop for the clay? I'm just going to eat this salad. That'll make room. Woo! That was hairy. Skull Cavern tip number 1. You never, ever do the spiral floor. Spiral floor is an automatic staircase every time. No hesitation. Fuck the spiral floor. We hate the spiral floor. Exactly, Pigeon. Exactly. Spiral floor is the worst. Okay, so we got 18 iridium. We're like a fifth of the way there. Oh, hey. Another shaft right there. Sweet. Okay, we're at 57? Yeah, yeah. This is pretty good. Pretty good. Now we just need to hit the actual, like, iridium deposits, you know? Pace is good. Uh-oh, iridium bat. Iridium bat. That's a problem. We're not... We really... Yeah, that's actually interesting. Custom bundles would be interesting. Every bundle is one sap. Look, if you don't want to do the community center, you know, just cheat. It's fine. Happy Friday, Emma. How you doing? Oh, that was a big one. That was a big one, which is bad because I have no health left. Uh-oh. This is bad news. We are a death risk here. Okay, this is where not having enough food is a problem. Yeah, we got our priz, but now we might die. I got 78, you know what? And I got the prismatic, I'm just gonna leave. Alright, I'm gonna leave, I'm gonna get my sword, I'm gonna go back and do a couple things. Good riddance to the Obsidian Edge. Yeah, like, we still did okay, right? 78 Iridium. I wanted 100. So I will take 78 Iridium and a early exit. Because I got my prismatic, you know, that sort of thing. Like, stuff is fine. It's fine. I mean, I'm not hard on myself. I'm trying to optimize, right? Like, we want things to go as well as possible because the goal is, like, it's not like it's a failure. It's just less good than it would have been if I had had more food and could have gone deeper. You know what we're actually going to do right now is we're going to fix that problem for next time because the bar is still open. Okay, wait, gifts. This is going to be a gift for Haley. Sell that, sell that. Yeah, that is a funny reason. Okay. You know what? Regular bait can go away. We never want to see you again. Hey, Pappy, what's up? So, I got like 15 iridium bars, which is like 22,000. Like, that's pretty close to what I would have made catfishing. So, it's not like I lost money by going. Plus, I got my prismatic, which is going to let me get deeper next time. So, yeah, that was good. That was good. True, planting forageables definitely makes it easier to acquire a lot of them because that exists, right? Level 8 mining. So we do need to get level 10 mining ASAP because we can't actually profit off of the iridium until we have level 10 mining. Because we need the blacksmith profession to actually get like the high sell price. Alright. Unfortunately, I would love to stay on all evening, but it is Friday. I gotta capitalize on people's hunger. And, go pay my rent. So, everybody have a wonderful evening, night, or for those of you on the other side of the world, morning. Let's do a raid. I don't know who this guy is, but he has a beard, and I support that as a lifestyle choice. So, say hi for me, and, thanks for watching, everybody. I will see you tomorrow.